Hi students, in this class I am going to explain you different types of computer languages which computer understands. Different types of computer languages. First is machine language, second assembly language, and third is high level language. Machine language only understood by the computers, by the machine, by the processor. It is a language of 0 and 1. 0 means off state, 1 means on state. So, language of signals, because computer is an electronic machine and inside the machine, inside the processor, the control transfers in the form of signals. Signals means set of signals. Signals can be off or signal can be on. So, computer understand only the language of signals. It is called machine language, but it is very difficult to write the program in machine language. It was used in first generation to write the programs, which was very difficult task. Later on, assembly language was developed, but it is also for the specific processor, for specific assembler. Now, because when we write program in assembly language, it is also required to convert into machine language, because computer understands only machine language. We can write program in assembly language, but it is required to convert into machine language. So, for that assembler is required. When we write program in assembly language, assembler is required to convert into machine language. Assembly language is based on symbolic codes, just like add to add a value, move to move a value, sub to subtract a value, div to divide a value. Like this, many symbolic codes were developed. So, using these codes, we were able to write the program in assembly language. It was also not so simple task. So, later on, in third generation, high level languages was developed, in which we can write the programs very in simple way, very simply in easy way. Assembly language like basic language, C language, C++, Java, all these are like Fortran, COBOL. All these are high level language in which instruction writing was very simple. Using simple English language, we can write the instructions. So, but when we write program in high level language, it is also required to convert into machine language using either compiler or interpreter. High level language, we can write easily the program, but afterwards it is required to convert into machine language, because computer understand only machine language, but we can learn different languages and can be able to write the program in high level language. That is simple for us, but it is required to convert into machine language either using compiler or interpreter. Some languages uses interpreter, some uses compiler. Now, actually what is the difference between compiler and interpreter? Compiler converts whole program at a time into machine language, whereas interpreter converts line by line. Now, what is the meaning of this? Whole program or line by line? Now, try to understand. Suppose we have program of 10 lines. Using interpreter, first of all, first instruction will be checked syntactically. If the syntax is correct, then it will be converted into machine language. Afterward, it will be executed and you will get the output here. Same way for second instruction, if it is correct, it will be compiled into, it will be converted into machine language, and output will be here. Suppose there is an error in the third line, then it will stop here. Next instruction will not be executed. So this is called line by line conversion from high level language to machine language. But in case of compiler, compiler first of all checks all the instructions, the syntax of the instruction. If all the instructions are correct, then it will convert into the machine language. Suppose this is correct, this is correct, there is an error. This is correct, this is correct, there is an error, there is an error. So it will show you there are 3 errors. It will show you on the screen there are 3 errors in this program. So you cannot compile. So you have to reopen the program, remove the errors, then recompile it. So once it is errors are removed, you can recompile it. After compilation, it will convert it into machine language program. Now you can execute any number of times these programs. When you run second time, there is no need to compile it. You can just execute it. This is called whole program at a time. So this is the difference between interpreter and compiler. Now I am going to talk about the Java. Java is a platform independent language. Now what is the meaning of the platform independent? Say, what is platform first of all? Platform means combinations of hardware and operating system. Hardware and operating system. Hardware is suppose the machine is IBM, the operating system is Windows. So this is called IBM Windows. This is called one platform. If the computer is of IBM and operating system is Linux, this is different platform. If it is Apple and is Macintosh Mac, this is Apple Mac. So Java is platform independent, whereas C, C++ or other languages are not platform independent. Why it is so? Because when we write the program in other languages, it is called source program. After compilation, it will convert into machine language. Suppose I have compiled program on my system and I have Windows and IBM operating system. So my platform is this one, IBM Windows. And if I copy the compiled program in pen drive and distribute to different persons and ask them to execute this program on your system, then some can tell the program is executed, on some system it will not execute it. Why it is so? Because whose platform is same, only on those system this program will execute. Whose platform is different, maybe IBM Linux, maybe Apple Mac, on those system this program will not execute. It means this is platform dependent. But when we write program in Java, suppose Java source program, when we compile it, it converts into bytecodes. Afterwards, interpreter converts into actual machine codes. Interpreter or JVM, Java Virtual Machine. See, try to understand the process of Java compilation. When you write program in Java, first you have to compile it, it converts into byte codes. It never converts directly into the machine codes or on the system which you are using in that language. It converts to bytecode. Bytecode is a Java, its own language. Afterwards, bytecodes are interpreted using JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Then it converts to actual machine code. Then it executes. So same process, if I distribute Java program to different persons and ask them to execute on your systems. So it will execute in all the systems, because I will give to them after compilation bytecodes, and using the JVM they can execute the same program on their system, because interpreter or JVM will convert into their machine language. So their computer can understand Java program. So this is the difference between the ordinary compilation process and Java compilation process. That's all.